128 gigabyte iPads now available. Jailbreak iOS 6.1 today. Vanity App Store URLs, and I'm back from Macworld 2013. It's Tuesday, February 5th, 2013, and this is iWake. I'm Tim Chaten, and this is what's going on in the Apple world today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of iWake. I am back from Macworld, so lots and lots of Macworld stuff to talk about. I'm not going to get to that today. I'm going to play a little catch-up on some of the news that happened outside of Macworld, and then perhaps tomorrow we'll get into Macworld things and topics, as there were many of them. And I had a great time this year at Macworld. Hope I was able to meet you if you were there. Met many my old friends and many new friends, and it was just an overall great time. And my voice is mostly recovered, but I did come back with something. Not quite sickness, but not quite healthiness. So I'm still working on getting back into tip-top shape health-wise, but had a great time at Macworld, and hope you guys can make it next year, as I'll be going next year as well. So let's dive into the news of the day. First off, Apple announced a while back last week that a 128GB iPad would be available for sale. Well, today is the day. It is Tuesday, February 5th, and today is the day Apple has said they'll be selling their iPad 128GB capacity. So I'd imagine you just go to store.apple.com and order one. I'm not exactly sure, as I'm recording this a little bit before they're flipping the switch there. I'd also imagine you'd be able to go to an Apple retail store and pick one of these up. So if you have the money for this, I am envious of that, and go pick one up, an iPad for 128GB capacity. Meanwhile, there's been stories and reports about how much storage space you'll actually get out of a Surface Pro with 128GB. And the answer to that, 83GB. So the difference is quite substantial. We're in the tablet world now, with iPads not taking up that much space on the OS part of things. And the Surface still lives in that old world where we're going to take up a bunch of space, formatting your drive, having crapware, and restoring partitions and things that you're used to on laptops. And it's quite a difference. So just kind of a shocker there that the difference there, 120GB formatted down to 83GB. So just something I point out on today's show, as it's especially relevant with the new iPad. And meanwhile, the iPad mini has improved ship times in the United States. So for the United States Apple Store, you can order an iPad mini online, and it'll deliver in 1 to 3 business days. So this is a really cool thing, and I may be getting a mini with my big tax return this year. Who knows? I may try to be smart and save that, but I've got a big tax return, so I may finally get a mini, and I'm looking forward to that fast delivery time there. Next up on the show today is the fact that the Jailbreak is now available. So the interesting thing I saw on Twitter today was the last Jailbreak day was more than a year ago. The last jailbreak was for iOS 5.1.1, and that was more than a year ago. So we've been a long, long time without a jailbreak. And that is something that is rather remarkable to me, that it has been that long. And it's been forever, it seems. And I know several people I work with are waiting to upgrade their devices to iOS 6 because they want that jailbreak. Me personally, I don't have a reason to jailbreak anymore. I could see potentially from my iPad wanting to download movies over my 3G connection from the iTunes movie store. But outside of that, there really isn't a huge need for me to jailbreak. I'm very happy with what my devices do, and I figure grab an Android device if you want to do some wacky things. But for those that want a jailbreak still, it is available. It is linked to in the show notes, and it's available for iOS 6.1 devices, and I believe earlier. So yes, iOS 6.1, 6.0, 6.0.1, and 6.0.2. It supports iPhone 5, 4S, the 4, the 3GS, the iPad 4th generation, iPad 3rd generation, iPad 2, iPad mini, iPod Touch 5 and 4, and the Apple TV 2. So lots and lots of devices. It seems the Apple TV 3 is currently the only one kept out of the loop, but that jailbreak may be coming rather soon. Who knows? But it's certainly a cool thing to see this jailbreak released, because it's been a long time and a lot of people were anxious for this. So what is next on the show today? Well, many people love Vine. I'm a Vine fan. I'm a big fan of what you can do with this, and I think it's got a lot of creative potential. And there's this new app. It's a Mac app that'll convert your Vines into animated GIFs or GIFs. So the app is linked to in the show notes, available on GitHub. It was first reported on The Verge, and you can find the link to it in the show notes. So if you want to make a bunch of GIFs using Vine, this is how you do it. Next up is another attack towards online shopping and trying to avoid sales tax. It seems that Connecticut will soon be paying sales tax on Amazon.com. Reported by The Verge in November, Connecticut residents will have to pay sales tax. And this is a rather big deal. I mean, I live in New Hampshire, and for me, I go to retail stores all of the time. Why do I do that? Because there's no tax. I live in a sales tax-free place, and that encouraged me to do that. So it's kind of interesting having the playing ground leveled, so to speak, with online shopping. And will people still decide to go to Amazon when they have to pay the taxes? Because I'm not sure I would. For some things, yes, but not for everything. So it's interesting to see this landscape changing quite rapidly here. Next up is a really bizarre thing that has been reporting and kind of going around the Twitterverse here, and that's this weird bug in Mountain Lion, where if you type file : / into almost any app on your Mac running Mountain Lion, that app will crash. So it's capital FILE : and then 3 backslashes. I've tried this and it works. If you I tried the Twitter app, that crashed it. I was trying to write a new tweet with file : / and it crashed the app. So if you want to have fun and crash your apps, that's one way to do it. There is a weird bug going on. The full explanation is linked to in the show notes on Mac Rumors, so you can find all the details there about why this is happening. I'm not going to go into it as it gets kind of technical, and I think it would bore most people listening to this show, quite frankly, as all I need to know is this is a problem, and I'm sure Apple will fix this, hopefully sooner rather than later. Next up, Vanity URLs for the App Store. So Apple now has the domain appstore.com. I'm not sure when they picked this domain up, but they now have it. And developers are now able to pick out vanity URLs. So, according to Apple, provide a simple way for users to find your apps with easy-to-remember App Store short links. Using an appstore.com URL that includes your app or company name, you can create links to a single app or all of your apps. These links are accessible worldwide and will automatically direct users to their country's respective App Store or Mac App Store. This is pretty cool. This was first kind of shown off in the new Star Trek trailer with appstore.com/Star Trek app. So this is cool news. This is exciting news. I would love like an iBookstore.com/iPod or vanity URLs for their other iTunes stores. I hope that is coming. I am not sure if they'll treat other markets as widely as they've treated me. So, as they treat developers, I should say. So, very cool stuff with Apple continuing to make developing on iOS even better. Now, speaking of developing on iOS, is that of the App Store and some of the apps. Well, I want to talk about Evernote Hello. They have updated their app with a big feature, and it's a cool one. It allows you to scan business cards. So Evernote Hello is a contact management app. It's a way to integrate into your Evernote library to store that data. And for me, it's also a cool way to have contacts on my phone that I don't want as a part of my contact library and my phone app. It's sort of like how BlackBerry 10 is doing personal and business. Evernote Hello is kind of the business part of my phone. So they've added this really cool ability to just snap a photo of your business card, and it will add it to the app. So that is out now. It's a free app. It's well worth your while to give that a shot. The day, I just want to mention thermostats. I own a Nest, and I love my Nest. It's one of the many smart devices I have that I absolutely adore. And they've raised another $80 million, and they're now shipping 40 to 50,000 thermostats every month. So this is a company I think is not going anywhere. They, excuse me, uh, so they have raised another 80 million. That brings their evaluation up to 800 million. So this is a company that is not going anywhere anytime soon. They are like, I think, the smart home appliance version of Apple. They create stuff for your home versus Apple creating different types of things. So anyways, they are now shipping a ton of thermostats, 40 to 50,000 each month. By summer, it's estimated they'll be shipping 1 million each month. They're making they've got plans. So I'm trying to pull up the article where they're showing this, but the article talks about them getting into other connected devices. So they've heard rumors of lighting and alarm systems, but there's no details really on that, as they are very focused on that thermostat market, and that's where they're continuing to focus, and they're not going to talk at all about this other stuff until it's ready, kind of like how Apple does it. So very cool news there, and to get your Nest, go to Nest.com. I love my Nest, and I encourage you to get one as well. So with that said, thank you for tuning into today's podcast. You can find the show notes at iWakePodcast.com. You can find my book at iPodEvolution.net. You can find my YouTube channel at youtube.com/TCHATEN. And lots of iWake Again content going up this week from Macworld audio I've been capturing. So iWakePodcast.com/again for all the info there. With that said, thank you for tuning in to today's show. I'll talk to everyone again real soon.